On the night of the full moon, young Amina ran through the village streets, her cries piercing the stillness. "They're here! They're here!" she screamed. But no one listened. They never did, until it was too late. Amina was a 14-year-old girl with sharp eyes, a curious mind, and a heart that felt too much. She wasn't like the other children in the village who spent their days playing in the fields or tending to their chores. Amina noticed things, small, fleeting things that others ignored. The way the shadows stretched unnaturally long in the evenings, the strange rustling in the forest even when there was no wind, and the whispers she swore she heard when she was alone. Her parents often brushed off her concerns. "You dream too much, Amina," her mother would say, her hands busy pounding yam for dinner. "Spirits don't bother those who don't bother them." But Amina couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong, something she couldn't explain. Her only confidant was her best friend, Chuka, a boy with a wild imagination and a knack for finding humor in every situation. Chuka loved Amina's stories, even if he didn't fully believe them. "Maybe they're just lonely spirits looking for friends," he'd joke, flashing his mischievous grin. The village of Agbajar was small, surrounded by a thick forest that seemed alive with secrets. The villagers were deeply rooted in tradition, respecting the unseen forces that were said to protect them. But life had been peaceful for so long that most had forgotten the old warnings about disturbing the balance between the living and the spirits. It started with the woman in white. Amina saw her standing near the village well one evening, her figure shimmering like a mirage. Her face was hidden by a veil, and though she didn't speak, her presence sent chills down Amina's spine. She told her parents what she'd seen, but her father dismissed it with a wave of his hand. "You're imagining things," he said, though Amina noticed the flicker of fear in his eyes. Days later, the village began to change. Strong men who had worked tirelessly in the fields grew weak. Children complained of nightmares so vivid they woke up screaming. Even the healer, renowned for her remedies, seemed powerless against the growing sickness. Amina knew in her heart that the woman in white was connected to the strange events, but no one would listen to her warnings.